Well, it's the summer here in the Arklatex, and that means we are pretty deep into hurricane season at this time. So we want to go over the differences between tropical storms and hurricanes, and then get into the Saffir-Simpson hurricane scale that breaks down into 5 categories. Now, a tropical storm, which is the second stage of tropical development, wind speeds in between 39 and 73 miles per hour. So after a tropical storm, the storm can intensify into a Category 1 hurricane with wind speeds between 74 and 95 miles per hour. Category 1 hurricanes usually yield minimum amounts of damage, but they are still nothing to take lightly. They're still very strong storms that can spawn severe thunderstorms and tornadoes wherever they make landfall. Now, after a Category 1 hurricane makes landfall, they de-intensify very fast because they have been cut off from their fuel source, which is the ocean and the very warm waters there. Now, as storms develop, though, Category 1 can become a Category 2 hurricane. This is when extensive damage is expected and wind speeds reach that triple-digit mark, anywhere between 96 and 110 miles per hour. These hurricanes can cause a lot of damage, a lot of problems, and a lot of flooding anywhere they make landfall, and they take a while to calm down after making landfall. And then if there is a storm that is taking its time out in the Atlantic, it could intensify into a Category 3 hurricane. This is the first of major hurricane status, and these storms are the first of the monster storms that we typically see every now and again. Devastating damage between 111 and 129 mile per hour winds. These are pretty extreme. These are the ones that start pulling roofs off houses, start laying down trees for miles, and this is when that flooding and that storm surge can start to get very catastrophic wherever they make landfall. Of course, Category 3 hurricanes can also have embedded tornadoes and embedded severe thunderstorms. After that, from Category 3, Category 4, and Category 4 and 5 hurricanes become fairly rare to make landfall in the United States, and these are storms that you never ever want to see. Catastrophic damage, wind speeds between 130 and 156 miles per hour. These are the ones, Category 3 included, where people need to leave where they are. If they are in the path of the hurricane, they need to evacuate and move farther inland. These storms also typically take a bit longer to de-escalate after making landfall because they have so much pent-up energy in their systems. And of course, the potential for embedded tornadoes, embedded severe thunderstorms is quite high with Category 4 hurricanes, and this is where flooding and, again, storm surge can start to get very, very bad. And then you have Category 5 major hurricane. This is 157 miles per hour wind speeds or greater. These are quite rare to make landfall in the United States, but when they do, it is devastating to that community. And remember, Hurricane Harvey, I believe, was a Category 4 hurricane when it made landfall in Houston, and that caused significant damage for weeks in that area. Hurricane Katrina was a Category 5 when it made landfall in southern Louisiana. These storms, again, are ones that people in the path of them need to evacuate farther inland to make sure that they stay safe. These are ones that level houses, flood entire communities, and bring catastrophic storm surge on top of the potential for embedded tornadoes and severe thunderstorms and hail and, of course, very heavy, constant rainfall over an area.